I am really excited to share this small presentation on how to use Excel shortcuts. I know many of you are aware what are the shortcut keys to be used in Excel. But today I am going to teach you, or I am going to share some of the logic which I have developed about Excel shortcuts. Now, it will be very basic learning. I know most of you know how to use Control C, Control V, Control X and all those stuff. But today what we are going to do is we are going to use some basic technique behind remembering these shortcuts. This will perhaps help you to understand more shortcut keys, remember them and use it. Of course, if you start using the shortcut keys, your time comes down. I mean, you save a lot of time while working on an Excel sheet and your confidence level also gets increased. So, by the way, I am Dr. Sudhir Kadam, a corporate trainer, a motivational speaker, and a transformational specialist. Now, the question is, what am I doing with this Excel? Because I am taking each and every aspect of the personality wherein the personality needs the confidence. So, if you are a corporate, if you're working in any of the offices or corporate offices and you are required to use this Excel as a tool, then you must know the shortcut keys to it, because this saves a lot of your time, number one. And number two, the most important is it increases your confidence like anything. Excuse me for those people who are really good at Excel, so it's definitely not for you, but if you really want to gain something different, you can stay here for some time. Okay, so let's begin with the session for today. So I'll have an interactive session in the sense I also show you live on the Excel file, and I have something to show in the pictorial mode. So basically, let's understand what a shortcut is. So you have a keyboard which you use for typing or keying. So today we are going to understand a very specific shortcut. Normally, most of the shortcuts related to Excel are either having control or they will have an alt function. So they start with either control or with all, and there are many other permutation combination, but these are the most commonly used. Okay, and today we are specifically going to talk about only the shortcuts related to control. So control plus some key. Okay, before I step ahead, let me give you one logic. Let me give you one simple and very powerful concept of this shortcut keys. So shortcut keys are used for what? Say copy, say paste, say find, and number of things which we do in Excel. Okay, now most of these alphabets have a word associated with it which is having the meaning of that shortcut. So for example, C stands for copy, F stands for find, A stands for all, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is one of the clue which you should remember. So most of the shortcuts in Excel or MS Office are designed in this way. So control C is control copy. So C stands for copy. Very few will be different from what they are. For example, control V doesn't start with V, but yes, there are most of them which will be in line with the alphabet. Now let's begin. Let's begin. Today we will learn 5 shortcuts in 5 minutes, and let's make it more interesting. So the first shortcut is control plus C. Control plus A. So control plus A is a function or a shortcut which is used for selecting the entire range of these cells. Control plus A is used for selecting the entire range of these cells. Let us see how exactly it happens. Okay, so I am having an Excel sheet in front of me now. Okay, and I press Control and A, and you can see the entire sheet has got selected. Entire sheet has got selected. Now it does not select the entire sheet, it selects the database. Let's do some database over here. I will just type something over here, and just let me make a small database so that we are aware of what a database is. Okay, so I have created a database. Some characters I have just put for understanding purpose. Now there are 2 databases. Why 2? Because there is a separation of one column over here. This column is separating the two database. Okay, out of which what I am doing now is I have selected A1. A1. So now I am selecting Control A. So you can see that after I select Control A, that is the shortcut key on the keyboard, it has selected the database, the first database. If I repeat that function again, it will select the entire cell. Now I come to the second database, I do the same function, it is doing Control A, it selects that particular database. So this is the first shortcut key of the day. So it starts with Control plus A. So Control plus A is nothing but select entire range of cells. Logically, the next shortcut key should be Control plus B, isn't it? So Control plus B is nothing but it converts the text or whatever content in an Excel file or Excel sheet into a bold, or if it is already a bold character, then it will make it a normal character. Okay, so I'm selecting, say, just to highlight it, or what I'll do is I'll just highlight it with some color so that it becomes visible. So I've selected this character and now I am putting Control plus B. So you can see once I use Control plus B, it has become bold. Again I use the same function, Control plus B. So it has removed the bold. So this is the second shortcut key to use. So second shortcut key is what? Control plus B, that is converting the text into bold. It can be anything. Okay, so you can also select multiple cells and convert it into bold. So it is Control plus B, that is Control B. Now logically the next alphabet should come as Control plus C. You're right. So Control plus C is nothing but a function or the shortcut key which is used to copy a cell or a text. Okay, let's again see the live demo how it's going to look when I actually do it. So it's very basic. Those who are already knowing Excel, please excuse me. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just selecting a range of cells and now I am entering Control plus C. Can you see the entire thing is getting selected? Yes. So the Control plus C function is doing this. Otherwise, you have to go somewhere home, then select this function over here, then copy and then proceed with the further. So instead of that, what you do is just press Control and C. I just put an escape and it is gone. So I can do it for anything. I select this cell, I press Control C. Okay, so it copies this. I can do it for this entire cell. C, Control plus C. How fast it is happening? How fast it is happening? See, Control C. Anywhere I select, I type Control plus C, it gets converted into it starts copying. That is the use of the shortcut key. Fantastic. Now, perhaps the next alphabet, logical alphabet is D. Okay. And you're right, the next logical alphabet is D. And I think few of you have never used this function because it's not so commonly used. So let us understand first, what does this function talk about? So Control plus D is nothing but it dictates the content from the cell. What do you mean by dicto? You must have seen that whenever we write in something on the piece of paper and we want to show same as above, then we write this dicto function. Okay. Now, how do we exactly use this in an Excel and how can we save time in that? Say for example, I have something like say I type a master, okay, over here, and I want to copy this and then I want to paste it over here. So I just did Control C, Control V. That is one of the method. But the second method is you select this. I just delete this. Now I want this content to be copied in, say, F12. So I've selected, I pressed Control, just look once again. So I selected this cell, I pressed Control and then I selected the cell where I want that to be dicto. So I want it to be copied as it is. And what I do now is, with the Control key press, I just type D. Wow. Now it has copied the cell from F7 to F12. So I did not do Control C, I did not do Control V, I have not copied, I have not pasted, I have just dictated it. The only problem with this function is it can be done only in the same column. So if I have to copy somewhere here, perhaps it may not do. It is not taking. So it has to be into the same column, then only this function works. That is the only drawback. But I'm sure many of you must have realized this for the first time and you must have enjoyed this. And those who are really expert in that, I mean, they must be knowing all these things. Now, the next logical key should come as E, isn't it? But this time you're wrong because I've selected F. The reason being E is bit advanced level, so we will take it into the next session. So now instead of that, we'll skip E and we'll go to F. So now we're talking about control plus F, which nothing but opens the find window. Sounds a bit difficult to understand. Let's have a live thing in the Excel file. So live thing in the Excel file will tell you what exactly control plus F means. So in this entire worksheet, I want to find something. Say I want to find a word which I have typed sometime lost. So I just type control plus F and this window opens. So normally you have to go to the function and then find and then click this. But instead of that, what we did is we just use control plus F and this window open. Now you can type anything. I think I have already typed something. Let me, okay. So I type say master. Find next. It goes to the cell where master is written. That is the second step, but this control plus F function, it opens this or pops up with this window wherein you can type whatever you want to find. Okay, so that's the last function what I wanted to share with you, dear friends, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Okay, you all enjoyed this, and if you really enjoyed, what you have to do is just like it, share it, and comment below. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.